Knicks fans, welcome to another episode of Delusional Knicks Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need.
Did Brandon do that?
Lord, no energy was there tonight um, against a game that I truly believe the Knicks had in the bag until I saw Bradley Beal was back and how that last game was close. Then I pretty much second guessed us winning tonight, especially since we had no energy in the last game coming over the overtime. My Knicks didn't have no energy for playing heavy minutes. And again, tonight, you saw that first quarter, we had no juice. We had no energy. We had no life. The only guy that was trying to keep us rolling was Jalen Brunson. And even he didn't shoot as his high percentage of 50 from the field, but he was still close. He was literally trying to carry the team, him and quickly. But yes, Bradley Beal was back. So I kind of knew off the rip, we stated in the last game that the Wizard offense looked phenomenal. The spacing, the movements, with Kuzma and Porzingis, it looked good. So I stated if Bradley Beal was back, it would be a tough one, but I still thought my Knicks would prevail, especially with a little bit of rest. I don't know if they practiced yesterday or anything, but a little bit of rest could kind of get them in rhythm. That was not the case. Julius Randle didn't have it going down the stretch. He was shooting horribly, but of course he rebounded amazing. RJ Barrett gradually was trying to keep us in the game. But overall, my Knicks just wasn't there tonight on all angles. Our defenses were bad. Our defensive rebounding was bad. Mitch went down with an injury, so now you're having uh, a guy in Sims who is 6'9", who I think held his own but fouled out. I truly enjoyed seeing Sims out there. The bench for a certain time period held us down, and I'm like, see, look, get the bench minutes. The bench can do something. At least give him an energy, a spark. Some type of rotational fill. You got Derrick Rose there. You got Fournier. You can utilize these guys in a extended period of time that can give your starters a rest. You can. I truly believe Fournier could have gave you some type of minutes tonight, as well as Derrick Rose, to kind of keep the flow going. Because once you brought back in the starters, when the bench kind of had and brought the game back, because we was down by 15, we was down pretty much the whole game, but the bench kind of brought us back to 8. You went with your starters, and we pretty much we went back down to like 15. And I thought we had that energy there. I thought we had things growing. No, no. Wizards brought back in their starters, and their starters went to work. A funny fact, and it seems to always happen with the Knicks. The Wizards going into tonight's game only make 11 threes per game. These guys, I believe, had around 8 or 9 in the first quarter. They surpassed 11, I believe, in the second quarter. So that tells you right there, the Knicks pretty much gave up way more than they should, and we're usually good at defending the three. Just was not tonight. And since it's that, we're going to have a short video. Let's look at the stats. You have 9 for 21, 42%. Is that good? Is that bad? Not necessarily. But 0 for 4, 3 for 4, 6 rebounds, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. It's just not sitting right. Even though he still had 31 points, we did foul a good amount with our starters, but the minutes wasn't bad tonight because Tibbs realized my guys are burnt. So nobody played over 40, which is good to see. Julius, 34, which is still weird because Opie only played 13. So that means kind of Sims and Hartenstein for some. Actually, no, because Julius did play some small ball every now and then. So that's why I'm like, how was the minutes distribution going forth? But we went with a smaller lineup. And my Knicks is just couldn't cut it. a smaller lineup, I would have used Hartenstein. I would have gave Hartenstein all of Mitch kind of minutes and rotated Sims in there. But it didn't work. But Julius 6 for 17, 35, 0 for 5. His 3 pointers are not dropping right now, and I truly believe it's no legs. That's no legs. My man is tired. Because you got to understand, he's been playing better defense. He's been playing lights out on the offensive end. So you're doing that for multiple games straight. I don't think Julius missed a game this season. You're going to be burnt. Brunson missed some games with an injury. Barrett missed some games with an injury. So these guys were out to kind of get their body relaxed a little bit. Julius haven't. So he's going to need to sit a game out and just pull a pop, just a rest game, and get Opie in there to see what we can do with Opie, to see if we do remotely got any type of trade value for Opie. Because look at Opie numbers, you only rebounding, no buckets. Tough. Miles coming in for 10 minutes, no buckets. It's tough. Our bench is atrocious. But then you have Quick, like I said, Quick, 31 minutes a game, continuous need to get those minutes. But the crazy thing is we were behind, and it looked like he needed to force all the offense, because Quick, on average, can give you 3 or 4 assists. Just no assists. We didn't put up no assists. Look, Brunson only 4. Randle only 4. So you know that we are not moving the ball, guys. It's straight one-on-ones. A couple sets here and there, but one-on-ones. Grimes is 14 points, 5 or 10. I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that. 3 for 7, still 42%. You 1 for 2 for the line. That's not good. Our free throw percentage are dropping. I believe we're in the lower echelon. We're like 79% as a team. That's not going to cut it, guys. That's not going to cut it. Looking at the standings now, did that affect our standings? 100%, because look at Miami. Miami is itching there. Pretty much Miami just need a win, and they're tied with us. I don't know if they play tonight or tomorrow, but guys, it's not getting easier for us. It's not. Look at Atlanta. Atlanta just hit 500. Maybe they're getting it rolling with 3 wins in a row. So they're a hot team coming against us on Friday. You have Atlanta on Friday. Then on Sunday, we have the Raptors. And then we go on a trip. You have Cleveland. You have Celtics. And you have the Brooklyn Nets coming up, guys. We're gonna fall out of the playoff race very quickly by the end of January if we don't get it together. We have 5 games. Let's look at the standings. With the 5 games, we can be 30. We could be 30 and 21. I don't think we're gonna win those 5 games. You got Atlanta, tough. Raptors, I think we're gonna win. Cleveland's possible loss. Celtics possibly lost. The Nets possibly win because they only have Kyrie and Ben Simmons at the moment. No KD. But I believe Kyrie did it on his own to us one time, or maybe that was KD. But anyway, we just got to win games. We definitely got to win games. Because our guys are burnt. Guys are truly burnt. I want to go to Twitter. CP the artist, not CP the franchise. Put this up yesterday, and it stated, he said, "I don't believe in climate change, but I believe in firing Tom Thibodeau." And as you can look at this was back in December 7th, 2017, when Coach Tibbs was in Minnesota. As a read, I would fire him today. The dude played an 8-man rotation on a back-to-back. Sounds familiar? The amount of minutes is a joke. Every study about health and recovery and minutes has been utterly ignored. It's like denying climate change. From Kevin O'Connor. This is quotes from Kevin O'Connor on Coach Tibbs. So we all know Tibbs has a history of running his guys or playing them extended minutes to get wins. Is that a selfish thing? Is Tibbs literally just worrying about his record and his history in the wins column than worrying about your players being healthy and great down the stretch so you can get better production? For the most part, we've seen what occurred with D Rose as far as playing longer minutes and exhorting yourself. You can be up by 20 and Tibbs will still have you in the game. He's like, no win is safe until the buzzer is off. But that can help. I mean, that can hurt your team. You know, granted, it's not like we have a 6-man of the year candidate coming off the bench. Now we do it quickly. But, and then behind that, 2 more solid guys, which, sorry, I still think Cam or Rose or Fournier can give you some type of production. They can keep a lead going if you utilize them correctly. With those players that you name, a Cam, a Fournier, a Rose, Rose, I can't say is an individual player, but he knows how to get his bucket from himself. And he can occasionally set up others. When he had Obi, he was setting up Obi with the lobs, getting assists with Obi quickly. But you pair him with Quick. Quick kind of dominates the ball. So though that lineup, that second lineup don't mesh well because who's setting up Fournier for his catch and shoot? All right. Then it's like with Cam could easily have the ball and operate as the main guy on the bench, but you can't because that's Quickly. So what role does he play? Just a defender and a guy that spots in the corner? And then we're not even utilize Opie. Opie, where he was down in college in Dayton, high pick and roll guy. We don't even use him in a pick and roll. So, but we utilize Julius to his best ability. We utilize Brunson. You got these players, utilize them to their ability. That's all I ask for Tibbs. On that note, I will be conducting a live showing on Friday. Play-by-play calling. I look forward to that on Friday. That Hawks game, I will be play-by-playing. I'm trying to work on the interface where I can do that. And hopefully it turns out great. That'll probably be like a 2.5, 3 hour stream, but that's fine. I'm here where I can interact with the fans, probably bring up a screen where the message come up and we could kind of go at it. So yeah, I look forward to Friday. Deuces.
You gon' do it if I say so. I'ma do it for the pesos. I fell in love with the